Hey, welcome to this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. So I had these St. Bernardus beers in the fridge for since Christmas because I got a mix pack with the 2 glasses. And I figured I should probably get to the Wit because this beer isn't really meant to age. So this is the St. Bernardus Wit, aka the Watou Wit. It's 5.5 ABV. It says 03-2025. So is that 2 years out, which would make this bottle just about a year old? Or is that 3 years out? I pour it into my new Chad's Beer Reviews glass, and whoa, that foams up something fierce. Although, I mean, you can see for yourself, obviously. That's not too unusual for a wit beer. I mean, it is, you can tell just off the appearance that it's like super highly carbonated. It took me about a good 5 minutes for this thing to finally calm down. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's kind of the same color orange. Well, that's not true. It's more of a, it's like a banana yellow and obviously very hazy. Actually, there's too much glare on the glass, but like I can actually see, tons of carbonation streaming on here. So let's give this thing a whiff. Yeah, I mean, it smells like a pretty standard wit beer. I definitely get orange peel on here. That's why I'm using the orange mic cover. The coriander seed, a lot of people don't know coriander is the name of the seed for cilantro. You plant coriander and you get cilantro, but you can also bash that seed up and it turns into a nice spice, which is a nice kind of, it's a spicy, kind of like a peppercorn kind of aroma, but also, I mean, if you ever had actual cilantro, that kind of, herbal, slightly soapy kind of character. Yeah. I should have used this for the wit beer example for Tuesday Night Beer School, but I haven't had this one in a long time, so let's give this thing a whirl. Cheers. Well, I will say, if this bottle is a year old or 2 years old, it has held up extremely well. By the way, wit beer is one of the few beer styles where it's okay to pour the yeast into the glass, or to drink the yeast, basically. Basically, wit beer and Hefeweizen are the only two beers that I would do that for. Anything else, leave it in the bottle. All right, so I would call this a kind of soft palate. This is not popping with spices. It might have been when it was fresh, but as of right now, it is not. I will say that I'm not getting like any overt oxidation. I'm not getting lemon lollipop or sherry or cardboard, anything like that. I think to me the age on this one is just the fact that the flavors, instead of being up here, they're kind of down here. But I let it linger on the tongue. I can get like a little bit of the, the coriander zesty spice. Also like the orange peel, the orange zest. It is not juicy. If you've never had a wit beer, or if your only frame of reference is Blue Moon or Shock Top, like these types of beers are not meant to be juicy like hazy IPAs or pale ales or whatever. It's just the orange zest. Like take an orange or a lemon and put it on a cheese grater and grate the actual outside of it, and like that's the zest. Also, it's actually pretty refreshing, very refreshing. This would be great in the summer, but it's February, so summer outside during the day. Ideal situation. Indoors at night. In the winter, not so much. But also, this is really easily drinkable. And you see, I'm just crushing this thing right down. So yeah, I would call it pretty crushable. Pretty light body on this one. I would say, yeah, it's kind of like a medium light body, but it also has a bit of a softness, or maybe even a gritty kind of texture from the wheat and all that stuff. I know they usually use oats in wit beers. So actually, I mean, it kind of has the body of a hazy pale ale. That soft, smooth, just no lactose, obviously. But oats, yeah, in sparing quantity. And then the carbonation is high. So, I mean, it drinks like a light beer. By the way, it's 5.5 ABV. So, I mean, to me, it feels like it's a little bit lighter beer, something in more the lager kind of range, 4.5 or under. Haven't done that in a while. Actually finished the beer on camera. So yeah, this is This is definitely one of the best examples of the witbier style, and it is like very Belgian-y. It's quite different from the rest of the St. Bernardus lineup, like as far as the triples and doubles and quads and all that. But yeah, nice, light, easy drinking beer. Probably better in the summer, but you know, still pretty good. And actually, I don't know if you guys can tell. It looks brown on camera, but it's actually kind of olive green. Maybe if you... Yeah, and I didn't get any like skunkiness on it either. So again, that's impressive. That being said, it's not the best beer in the world, at least not this bottle. So I'm going to give this, I think, about a 7.5, maybe 8 if I'm being generous. But, you know, it's good. Maybe even really good. It's just not great. So, yeah. All right, if you watch all the way in, you know you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for Chad's Beer Podcast. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.